Hi everyone, it's Lou here, and today I'm doing a what's on my iPhone video. You'll have to ignore the intrusive red bar at the top. That is because I'm doing a voice memo at the same time, so you can obviously hear me. So I've got an iPhone 6s since the last video. The last video was an iPhone 6, I think. I've also got quite a few more apps now, so I thought I would share them with you, just in case you decided you wanted to have a look at some new apps. So I'm just going to jump straight into it because these videos take forever. On the top row I've got Calendar, which is pretty self-explanatory, apart from when you now do the Force Touch on the 6s you get a quick view of what you've got coming up today. So we've only got one thing today. Then I've got Photos, Safari and Camera. And then on the second row I have Fitbit, and mine's looking a little bit different than before because I now have the Fitbit Charge HR. I had the Flex before, but the Charge offers different sort of like statistics than the Flex did. If you want to add me on Fitbit, I will put my details down below. Then we got Notes, and I use Notes for pretty much everything. I have like different folders set out, and then within the folders I'll have different notes set out ready to sort of fill in and whatnot. And I quite like the Force Touch options on this one as well, because you can either jump straight into making a new note or taking a new photo or adding a sketch. And then I've got MyFitnessPal. I will also put these details down below if you're also trying to lose weight and want to have more friends and add me and all that. So yeah, I use this pretty much every day to track how much I'm eating. Then I've got Reminders. Again, the Force Touch options are quite cool because you can just jump straight into where you want to go within the sections of reminders. So I've got these sections in mine. So if I can't be bothered to open up the app and I just want to add like a chore, I can just go straight into that. And then the third row is Kick, which is private because I only talk to family on there. And then Day One, which is a journal app. I've mentioned this before. With the Force Touch options, you can add a photo or add a new entry. And also, I've got my Touch ID set up onto it. So yeah, I've been using this quite a lot recently. I've got everything that's in blue is all the entries that I've made. I try and add photos to every day as well to look back on. And you've got all these different options as well. You can like skim through the years of how many entries you made those years. And there's loads more options, but obviously quite a lot of it's personal, so I'm not going to go too much into that. And then I've got two folders on my home screen. One is called Daily, which is obviously apps I use every single day. I've got Instagram. I just post a load of random stuff on Instagram. You can follow me if you want. It's LouBeccaBee. So yeah, I just range from posting pictures of my daughter to themes that I'm making or wallpapers that I've posted to my blog, like this. That's another option on the 6s is the Force Touch. So you can just pop straight into it. Then I have Mail, which I've only got a couple of mails set up to because I'm using most of my emails on my iPad at the moment. So there's the Force Touch options on Mail, which is quite handy. Then I've got Messenger for Facebook, which is obviously going to have personal stuff, so I'm not going to open that. And then I've got AccuWeather. So I've recently only just downloaded this. I fancied a different weather app, and then I unlocked it, the Premier version as well, so it hasn't got advertisements and stuff. But if you want to check it out, it's free. Yeah, it's just quite informative. Like usually if it's going to rain or something, it'll say here at the top how many minutes until it rains, and then looking ahead it'll tell you what's coming, what the weather's going to be like there. Currently, like the humidity, the UV, the wind speed, all that. And then sort of like an hourly forecast here. And then you can set how many days you want to see ahead on the daily forecast, but I've just got 7 set because I don't think they can predict the weather properly into the future, so 7's enough. And then it'll tell you when the sun rose and when it's going to set. Daily Water is just a simple water tracking app. So today I've had one glass, so that's why it's empty. My chart, I you know, as you can see, I've been slacking lately with the water, but I'm aiming for 5 glasses a day because I was literally drinking 1 or less a day. Clue is a period tracking app. I'm not going to open it. Again, it's got personal stuff on it, like information that I obviously don't want the whole world to see. I was using Glow, I still am using Glow, but I decided that I wanted to give something different a little try. I'm getting on alright with it. I think I still might prefer Glow a little bit, but we'll see how it progresses. Then there's Snapchat. So yeah, there's my floor. So if you want to add me on Snapchat, you can. You can take a screenshot right now if you're on your phone, and all you've got to do is go to Add Friends, and then it says Add by Snap Code. So then you can upload the picture, the screenshot you just took, and it will recognise. I'm using Snapchat mainly now for posting when I'm creating new themes. It'll just be like previews of themes that I'm making and things like that, which I'm no longer posting to my Instagram. So if you follow my theming side and check that out. Then I've got Smoke Free, which is an app to help you quit smoking. It does work pretty well because of the information it gives you. It's quite a good motivator. It's got like how many life hours you've regained since quitting, how much money you've saved since quitting, how many cigarettes you've not smoked since quitting, all that sort of stuff. And you can earn badges and do different sort of goals if you buy the premium version. And then I've got a random folder just called Mix, which is stuff that I do use most of the time daily, but not as much as the other ones. I've got YouTube in here because I use YouTube on my iPad. On my channel, I've recently put up a public playlist called Best What's on My iPhone videos. So there's like hundreds out there, so I thought I would narrow them down to the favourite ones that I like to sort of watch and the ones that I did get app ideas off of. Then there's Twitter, which I've only got in there because it's just easier to upload pictures in a higher quality with this Twitter app, but that is literally all I use it for. Then I've got Tumblr. I've currently got 2 blogs on my Tumblr. I've got this one, which should just be under the name LouBeccaBee. It's me tracking sort of weight loss and reblogging inspirational sort of things, like, you know, pictures of what I want to aspire to or quotes to inspire you. So if I ever need to sort of like look back on it, if I'm having a bit of a rough day, then I will. And also Pretty Darn Girly is my now second blog, which I've just got this like love of seeing girly pictures, so I thought that why not make a blog out of it and either reblog other people's pinky sort of pictures, or the ones that I found online that are my favourites I'll then share to this blog. And then I've got Pinterest, which I use a hell of a lot more than I ever did before recently. I've got quite a few boards set up on my Pinterest. So I've got my wallpapers all in one place there, just random stuff that I didn't particularly think fitted into any other board. Likes, I've only liked 3 things because I don't really like stuff. Wallpapers I collected, so these are the ones that I haven't made that I've either found on Pinterest or online or somewhere else. Exercise and weight loss ideas, so these will just be like little sort of things you can do. Say like that one says get rid of inner thigh fat, so it will show you like different exercises for that part of your body. Nail favourites, so any nails that I like. I sort of stick to the simpler ones because I'm not into really doing loads to my nails, so if I want an idea with simpler kind of nails, then I look at this. Gadgets and gizmos, which is basically just gadgets or gadget related things that I've got, such as phone cases, like my phone's there as well, my Fitbit's there. My makeup favourites is generally just a lot of smoky eye, cat eyeliner sort of things in that folder, because that's the only sort of makeup that I like. And pick me up quotes, same sort of thing as Tumblr with the weight loss, but this is just like general life quotes that I'll look at if I'm feeling a bit crappy. The Go Launcher themes that I've made and the iOS themes that I've made. I need to update these folders because there's been a couple since. So yeah, if you want to follow me on there, again, it's LouBeccaBee. Progress, I just literally started using today. I've had it on my phone for a while and I was using it previously, but today I decided that I wanted to really, you know, make sure that I put in my measurements and stuff. So my results, well, basically you get to choose. If you've got like the premium version, you get to choose quite a few things you could put as a result. So like I've got my body fat, let's look here. So I've got my weight, body fat, BMI, bust, waist, bicep, thigh, and what have you. So, you know, I'm going to try and record every Monday and Friday my things, so to see if it goes down or not, hopefully, because I really need to lose some weight before summer. I want this to be my year of weight loss. I don't know if you can add me on there. I think it's just a private app. And then I have on my dock, which I think are pretty much my most used sort of apps other than Instagram, but I don't like the Instagram icon, so it sort of stays hidden in that folder. So I've got Facebook, which is obviously a private Facebook. I don't accept any friend requests. Well, I rarely accept friend requests if I don't know who you are, so I'm not even going to bother opening that. And you've got messages, obviously iMessage and messages. Settings, which is pretty self-explanatory if you have an iPhone already, and Tweetbot 4. So the good thing about Tweetbot 4 is it's compatible with Force Touch, and also it's just, in my opinion, the best sort of Twitter client to have. So if you want to like look at the Force Touch options, if you're having a conversation with someone, it will show here. Yeah, so I highly recommend Tweetbot 4. Okay, and now onto the second page, and this video's already ran into like 12 minutes. So we'll try and hurry up here. So the second page, I've got all these folders. So the first folder is tools, and in my tools folder I got contacts, find iPhone, FaceTime, calculator, because I'm a dunce in maths. I can't add up at all, really. I need it for bills and what have you. And then phone, for obvious reasons, but I don't really like talking on the phone, so it's just hidden away in the tools folder. Clock, I only use this for alarms, just so I can get up and obviously get Kira ready for school. Maps, the Dropbox, which is where all my themes, photos, my life is basically. Indeed jobs, which I think might be only a UK app, I'm not entirely sure, but it's just a job sort of searcher. Dreamdays, I've talked about this before in the past. It's like a countdown sort of app, it tells you how many days are left until the event that you've put. And then the stock weather app is in here because obviously I'm using the other one now, so I don't need to sort of see this one anymore. Social folder, I've got Crowdfire, which is a unfollowing sort of app, or just tracking your followers and all that. It's quite informative. Like, I've got my Twitter and my Instagram set up to this. With the Twitter options, you get all this down the side, so you see recent followers, recent unfollowers, inactive following, which is quite handy. It will show you who hasn't posted on Twitter for months. And you know, more options for the Instagram one as well. You get to just, you know, it's just a quick and easy way of tracking what's going on. Yelp, I've not been using for that long. I've put like 12 reviews since I started using it, but that's generally it at the moment. So the next one is Facebook groups. I've turned off all the notifications on my actual Facebook app, purely because I don't like my whole timeline being cluttered with group related stuff. So I only follow one group at the moment, which is this weight loss sort of club sort of thing. So it's nice to keep that separate. And then I've got Timehop. Everybody knows what Timehop is. It just, if you connect all your social networks, it will, that's just a nice thing to come up, isn't it? If you connect all your social networks, it will show you stuff that you posted 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, all that sort of stuff, which is sometimes a bit cringy, like if you read what you've put in the past, like 5 years ago or something, you're like, oh my god, why did I even say that in front of loads of people? It's just really, really cringy, but it's quite fun if you look back on your photos and things. Then I've got Uploadnroll, which I haven't actually used yet. I signed in once, but I haven't actually seen how it works. But basically it's to be able to upload pictures from your camera roll to Snapchat, rather than having to take a picture every time from fresh. I'm not going to sign in because as soon as you sign in, it kicks you off of Snapchat, like obviously temporarily. Then my photos folder. So I've got Aillis, which is my favourite effects app. You can do a bunch of stuff with this. It's got some really nice sort of filters on here. Also, like, you've got all these settings that you can do with the picture as well. It's just generally quite a nice little app to have, and it's completely free. And then I have an app called Over. Over's quite a lot like the Insta text and things like that. Say I wanted to add some text to this background, I'd go to text. Press done, and then if you like pinch, you can expand, you can rotate the word, or you can change the font by scrolling through. And then you go to size, you've got all these options for the font, so you can change the colour, spacing of the letters, alignment, like loads of different options. So it's quite nice to have if you like posting messages to Instagram. And I've got PhotoGrid, which is a collage app. I used to use PicFrame, but this one's got like way more options on it, so I use that one. Then we have Instazz, which is a app similar to SquareReady. If you know what SquareReady is, or if you don't know what SquareReady is, then it's an app that gets like a long photo and puts it into a square so that you can post the whole photo to like Instagram and places like that. Aviary is another filter app which I believe is by Adobe. It's got quite nice filters on there as well, but because I'm using Aillis quite a lot now, I don't really use Aviary. And then there's FaceTune. Most people know what that is. It's just you can do multiple options like blur out backgrounds, you can smooth your face if you're having a bad zit day, whiten areas of your eyes and just all that jazz. Screen Pro is one of my favourite sort of apps. Basically, I'll show you an example now. So I chose this photo to go into a frame, so it looks like I've obviously taken a picture of a phone rather than it just being a general screenshot. You've got all these different options as well. It's not just limited to different sort of phone colours. If you choose the right one, then you can also, if you've got one lying down, you can choose a background. So there you go. So yeah, that's quite a good app to have as well. And I don't know how you pronounce this, VSCO or something like that, VSCO Cam or something, but I don't really use it. I don't know really why I've got it in my photos folder or anywhere on my phone. It is another filter app. It's really popular. It has got some nice filters on it, but it's just not tricky to use. I just find it a bit annoying because you have to like import the photos first and then make sure you export them afterwards. There's no like easy saving or importing. Then my health folder, I don't use the health app. I've got a few apps connected to the health app, but I don't actually go into the health app and use it. Pill reminder, I've got to always remember every day to take my meds, so I've got these reminders set up every single day. And then I've got Glow, which is another period tracking app. I mentioned it before, it's my favourite sort of app to track, well, you know, periods, ovulation, just loads of girly sort of crap. And there's media. So I've got Spotify in here, and I've become a bit of a Spotify addict lately. I didn't used to use it, but I use it because I've got like a 3-year subscription with my phone carrier. So at the moment I have got a ton of these songs in one playlist, which is just generally songs from the future, not the future, but generally songs from now, from the past, and just a complete mixed bag in there. Then IMDb, which is to check what films and TV series actors have been in. So let's do an example. Leonardo DiCaprio. So then it will show it was known for. So these will be the most popular films he's been in. And it's got producer, so he's produced quite a few films as well. And then Vine, which I don't use that often. So, I don't know why my picture's not up there, but I don't use it that often. I downloaded it because I wanted to try and get into it. And there's my cat when he was a kitten. That was ages ago. Well, it says like 3 years ago, yeah. There's Kira. So yeah, I think I want to get into using it again, but I'm not sure. Then got my shop folder, so Moonpig, I don't know if it is just a UK app. I think it probably is, and you probably have something similar over in different countries, but I'm not sure. It's just generally an app where you can upload pictures, or well, you choose a card first. So say I chose a birthday card, say I wanted this one, and then I would personalise it so that there would be a photo in the middle, and so that I could change the name of who it's for. So instead of saying Isabella, it would say obviously Kira or something like that. And then you just order it and they deliver within a couple of days. eBay, everyone knows what eBay is. I only use eBay, well, mainly for phone related things, screen protectors, and phone cases. Although I have a complete obsession at the moment with Casemate, which is quite bad, but yeah, that's generally all I use eBay for. App Store, everybody knows what that is. Wowcher, VoucherCodes, Groupon, and HotUKDeals are all voucher-based kind of apps. It will show you what's on sale on different sites at the moment. So then you grab your code, you go over to the site, and you use the code that you found if you want to buy something. Money. So in here I have Wallet, which I don't really use. 1Password, which has all my login credentials, my bank details, all that. But the good thing about it is it's very, very secure. I don't think there is any way that anyone could ever get into it. It's just handy to sort of like have that, because you can go in, press a link, and it will instantly sign you in each time. So if you want to pay a bill or something like that, just set it up and it will literally take a few presses to pay the bill rather than putting details in every single time. Natwest, which is my bank, PayPal, and this one I downloaded not that long ago, Receipt Hog. I find it quite interesting. I don't know if this is also a UK app, I'm not sure, but with Receipt Hog, if you go shopping or something and you get a receipt, the higher the most you spent on the receipt, the better, because you'll get more sort of coins up here where it says 233 or 233. So yeah, I've only just started using it, so I haven't got that many coins, but once you get like 1,000 and something coins, you can cash out real money, like £5 to your PayPal or Amazon or something like that. And if you add people as well, you can, every time they get added and stuff, you get like free slots, which is quite good because you can win real money on these as well. So if you fancy adding me, like I said, I don't know if it's anywhere but the UK, but I could be wrong. So if you want to add me, then I will put the link in the description so it's easier for you. But if you want to just do it this way, that is my code. Don't know why it's SPEW, that just sounds lush. But SPEW6418 if you fancy referring, and then we both get, like it says here, I'll get 10 spins and you'll get 5 spins. And then I've got YouTube Studio, which is just an easy way of collecting all the comments together rather than having on each individual video, and also you can reply to comments on your YouTube videos from this app. And then I have AdSense, which is just to track how my adverts are doing on my website. Then I have my read folder. So in here I have Bloglovin. If you didn't know, Bloglovin is a place where you can add separate blogs, websites, etc. So every single time somebody posts on their website or their blog, you'll end up with a feed like this once you've added them. So everybody that you added will appear here. I just find it really handy to have them all in one feed rather than go from blog to blog to see what people have posted. I'm also on Bloglovin, so if you fancy following my blog, it's LouBeccaBee. iFunny, this is just like a really random app which will show pictures which are most popular being upvoted. So there is some really random stuff in here, but it's just generally what I watch for easy, well not watch, but it's generally what I look at for easy viewing at night or something like that. BBC News, which is self-explanatory, it's a news app. I've set up all the top here where my tabs are, it says my news, most read. I've set all this up to ones that I sort of read the most for that category. Then there's BuzzFeed. I generally only use BuzzFeed for quizzes. There's just some random quizzes on here, which, you know, another thing to pass the time. It's all a load of shit really, to be honest, but you know, it's entertainment for a little bit. And there's Alien Blue, which I've recently started using. I wasn't really into Reddit that much. However, I have found like my perfect, I don't know what would you call it, section, category. There is a word for it, but I don't know what they call it. I go onto the creepy category and people will post like pictures, videos of stuff they found online or on YouTube, which is like really creepy. Someone said this is a doll's head they found near a creek, so that's quite creepy. But yeah, I'm into horror and all that stuff, so I find that quite cool to read. And then there's Wordsmith, which I haven't used yet. I'm not entirely sure why I downloaded it, because I don't write essays and stuff, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I did this sort of like as a test yesterday, like autocorrect, change it to snake-like. I don't know what I was trying to put, but generally it will just count the words that you've had. So I should imagine this is actually quite a good app for people who have to do essays, like school essays with a certain amount of words in and things like that, because it will tell you how many words you put. So then we have Hooks, which is, I'm not going to open it because it just crashed while I was trying to record, but Hooks is basically an app where you can set custom notifications for different things. So for example, I will get a notification come through to my phone when there is supposed to be ice and frost the next day, or you can have if it's going to rain, if it's going to snow, so like loads of different weather options. There's like social options as well, so every time somebody tags my name, like LouBeccaBee, on Instagram for example, so if someone's tagged me in a theme or something like that, hashtagged me in a theme, then it will come up on here. It will show, or you can have any, you can have any hashtag if you want to be notified when, Katy Perry or something's been hashtagged or something like that, then you can be notified for that. Daily horoscope. I don't know, am I a firm believer in horoscopes? I don't know. It's just a really simple, straightforward app that will show you today's, yesterday's and tomorrow's horoscope for you. That if you believe in all that, then I highly recommend this app. And then another new one is The Hunt. I mean, I'm not really into fashion and clothes, but this is quite fascinating to me. Like, well, not fascinating, but I find it quite entertaining. So people will post a picture of, it doesn't necessarily have to be clothes, it could be jewellery, it could be anything really. I've seen phone cases on here as well, if they're looking for a specific thing, and then everybody will like chip in and help find something either similar or the exact item if they've seen it somewhere before, and they'll link them. Or you have this option to go straight to polls, so people will ask things like this, leave it or love it. So I would say leave it. See, I'm not very popular with that vote because there's 60% that say love it, but yeah, it's just another fun sort of pastimer. And then video, so in here I have Flipagram. I'm not sure what that is, I don't know if I've used it yet actually. I need to test it out. Then there's Hyperlapse, which is an Instagram app, so if you want to record something, for example I was recording me making an icon the other day on Photoshop, it will speed it up really fast but in quite a cool way, so with like something that took maybe a minute will be cut down to 10 seconds so that you can upload it to Instagram. Pick Play Post is an app that you can put photographs and also videos combined in the same sort of collage, so that's another good thing to have if you want to like upload something to Instagram. which has obviously a video in the corner, and then you've got pictures relating to that video. And then Square Ready V, which is the same as Square Ready in the fact it will get a video that is too long for a square, like an Instagram, and it will place it within a square so you can post the whole video. I don't have many games on my phone because I play them on my iPad mostly, but in my games folder I do have these simple sort of apps which I prefer to play on my phone rather than on my iPad. So this one at the moment I'm doing, it's called Colour Switch. I think it was or is #1 in the App Store. It is really addictive and annoying. So basically you have to get the colour and line it up. Oh, that happens. It can only touch its sort of relative colour, otherwise you will end up just not dying, but no, I'm not good at the moment because I'm sort of watching it on the computer while I'm recording it, but yes, that's quite a cool game. Then I've got the Tower, which is another simple app to have. So you just got to align these blocks. If you don't align them, it'll do that. So a bit of the side will come off. Then once all the sides come off, I'm going to try and that's when you lose, and it will tell you how many points you got. And I haven't really played 2048 yet, but I'm planning on giving it a shot. I couldn't really concentrate the other day when I was looking at it. And then lastly, I have my food folder. So in here I have 3 bookmarks for BBC Good Food, which shows you the calorie intake and the ingredients and like loads of different things, because I'm really adamant to start cooking properly. And then there's Meal Logger Plus, which if I make a meal, I've only just started using this as well, so this is the only picture I've got, but if I make a meal that I liked and I sort of need inspiration because I've got such a bad memory, then I will go for this app and I'll be able to look back and go, oh yeah, I quite fancy that. I can just throw that together easily. I have got another folder, but this is just the Never folder, which is like hidden on the 3rd page because it's all the apps that I couldn't delete off the iPhone that I won't ever use. And then lastly, I will show you my notification center. So I have obviously the date, and then what is coming up in my calendar is the first couple of things. Then I've got AccuWeather, just to quickly show me, like it says here, the real feel of it, how cold it is outside, what it's like. Then I got MyFitnessPal. Haven't eaten anything today yet, so I've still got that amount of calories remaining. And I like having reminders in my notification center because you can easily check off, so I've done that. So then it just disappears. As you can see, attempt to record new video. That's because yesterday it went horribly wrong. And then I got my Dreamdays, which gives me a little countdown, just like the app, but obviously in my notification center. And then tomorrow it will show me if I've got events or not and what time I've got an alarm set for. So yeah, that's what's on my iPhone 6S. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you not only enjoyed it, but if you've got some ideas that you decided to check out that you ended up liking the apps. And leave a comment down below if there's any apps you think I might like. And obviously, judging by the apps I've got, you probably know, like, there's so many apps on the App Store, there's loads go unnoticed. Quite a few of the apps I have here are literally apps that I've watched from other videos on YouTube. So I thought I would share them with you guys as well. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I am going to be starting a new series of, like, I don't know what to call it yet, but it's going to be around the basis of how to make the most out of an app, and I will be showing you how I personally set each app up. So it'll be like a short video per app of how to set it up, how I use it, how to get the best out of it, that sort of thing, and then also like a mini review for each app. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!